Before Wall Street existed, before trading apps and digital charts, a simple idea was born centuries ago. An idea that quietly changed money forever, and almost no one knows how it all began. This is a story from the 1600s when the world was not modern like today, and the ways of making money were completely different. At that time, Amsterdam was one of the most powerful trading cities in the world. Ships arrived from distant lands carrying spices, silk, and valuable goods, and from this very place an idea was born that changed everything. Every morning the market slowly came to life, merchants setting up their shops, buyers negotiating prices, voices filling the air with energy. Among the crowd was a young man named Theodore. He was different from others. He did not come just to buy or sell. He came to learn. He observed everything carefully, trying to understand how trade really worked. One day, something unusual caught his attention. He saw a group of wealthy merchants standing together, but they were not exchanging goods. They were exchanging papers. Theodore was confused. He moved closer, trying to understand what was happening. An old merchant noticed his curiosity and explained that they were not trading goods, they were trading ownership. He pointed toward a large ship at the harbor and said that ship does not belong to one person, it belongs to many people. Each one owns a small part of it. For Theodore, this was a completely new idea, that someone could become an owner without buying the whole ship. From that day on, he started coming there every day, learning something new each time. He noticed that the value of those papers changed constantly. If there was news that a ship was lost, the value dropped, and if a ship returned safely, the value suddenly increased. Slowly, he began to understand that this was not just trading, it was driven by human emotions, fear, hope, and greed. One day, suddenly, panic spread through the market. News arrived that some ships had been attacked. People became afraid and started selling their shares quickly, shouting, "Sell now, sell now." In the middle of all this chaos, Theodore noticed one man who remained completely calm. While everyone else was panicking, he was quietly buying everything. Theodore asked him, "Why are you buying when everyone is selling?" The man smiled and said, "Because where there is fear, there is opportunity." A few days later, the truth came out. The ships were safe and there was no loss. The market came back to life, prices started rising rapidly, and the man who bought during fear made huge profits. That day, Theodore learned a powerful lesson. In the market, it is not just about knowledge, it is about making the right decision at the right time. As time passed, more people joined the market. It grew bigger and money started flowing faster. But with growth came problems. Some people began cheating, some sold shares they did not own, and trust started breaking. To fix this, people began creating rules. Trades were recorded, witnesses were added, and slowly a structured system began to form. This was the birth of the world's first organized stock market. Now, trading was not random anymore. It happened in a proper place, with rules and systems. Theodore, who once came just to observe, had now become a skilled trader. He understood people. He understood fear and greed. Years passed and the system became stronger. What started in a small market in Amsterdam slowly spread across the world. And many years later, this idea reached America, where it eventually led to the rise of modern stock markets and Wall Street. Today, we trade using mobile phones. We watch charts and make decisions in seconds. But the foundation of all this was built in a time when people traded using trust and simple pieces of paper. And in the end, one truth remains. The market keeps changing. Technology keeps evolving, but human behavior never changes. That is why history repeats itself again and again. And this is the real story of how the stock market began and changed the world forever.